Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel Case Tech, where we handle everything techie. Today we're going to continue with our series on BlackMagic Design, and as you can see, we have here the BlackMagic Design Atem Switcher. BlackMagic Design Atem Switcher. This is simply a video mixer or video switcher with a 4 input HDMI port and 4 input SDI port. Alright, let's first of all go to the back and understand the ports we have. As we can see, first we have a power plug port where we connect a power plug, alright, into or to supply power to the switcher, and then next to it we have a network port. Alright, one beautiful thing about the BlackMagic Atem Switcher is that it can connect to multiple systems simultaneously. Alright, and how do you do this, or how do you achieve this? You can simply connect a network cable here to a router that can wirelessly distribute its IP, because every Atem switcher has its own unique IP address. Okay, you connect your CAT cable down here to your router, you can wirelessly broadcast the IP of the switcher, and so everybody with this IP can simply connect wirelessly to the switcher. In the same way, you can also connect a CAT cable from the port here, from the RJ port here, to a switch, a network switch that can also distribute the signal via cables to multiple systems. All right, the reason why one of the reasons why people connect the switcher to multiple systems is that the switcher has a beautiful control interface, a beautiful control software, from where you can actually put live graphics in the videos, where you can also adjust the color gradient, the brightness, and whatever you want to do on your cameras from the switcher. All right, so the switcher has multiple functions, which we're going to go into subsequently anyway. So that's the reason why you can connect, or people connect their switchers to multiple systems at the same time. All right, so the network cable for connecting your switcher to your systems, whether wirelessly or via network cable, whatever the choice or whatever you choose. Okay, there's also a USB 2.0 port, of course. We also have 4 HDMI input ports. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Already labeled there. Port 1, port 2, port 3, port 4. Okay, so you can bring in video from 4 HDMI sources into the switcher. Alright, although you can see that there are about 12 SDI ports here, not all are input ports. Okay, we have just 4 SDI input ports, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4. These top 4 are output ports. Okay, they are SDI output ports, while the 4 beneath are SDI input ports. Thereafter, we have an SDI ref in port and an SDI auxiliary port, and then next we have is the multi-view port. All right, the multi-view port is an output port. Okay, in a series of videos we've been talking about multi-view ports, multi-view. I'm sure not a lot of people understand what multi-view is. All right, now, like we did say, you have 4 input HDMI ports and 4 input SDI ports. When you mix your video, for those who understand video mixing or video production, you know that you have, for this switcher now, if all ports are being used, you know that you have 8 video sources. All right, so you mix to the best video source at a particular point in time that goes out on the program. Right now, the view that allows you to see all 8 input sources simultaneously, so you can choose the one you want, is the multi-view port. All right, so for those who are into studio production, I'm sure you understand better what I'm trying to explain. So this is an SDI multi-view output port. Okay, and of course, this is a program out SDI port, and then there is also an HDMI multi-view port. All right, an HDMI multi-view port just there. And then lastly, you have analog audio in, double channel for stereo audio. Okay, from your audio mixers, you can giving video to your switcher. All right, your BlackMagic Design Atem Switcher. All right, so that's about the back ports on the switcher. Now let us turn over, or let's go to the front and understand a little about what we have here before we fire it up, or we turn it on to understand better what we're trying to say. beginning with these two ports, as you can see by indication here, you have an earphone port on the Atem switcher. You also have a mouthpiece to speak, to control your cameraman if you are sending audio signal back to them, to their recorders where they have headphones connected that they can listen and get instructions. Probably you want a particular action, you can tell cameraman, camera 1, camera 2, camera 3 to 8, camera 8 man to focus on that particular action. So there's a mouthpiece port, there's a headphone port. All right. Now we have the 8 controls. Remember we said we have 8 inputs on the Atem switcher. All right. Those are the controls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I remember these input ports, 4 are HDMI while 4 are SDI. If you see on top of the controls of the various ports, input port, video input ports, you have what we call AFV, AFV, AFV. Remember I said something about this port, giving instruction to the cameraman and all that. AFV simply stands for audio follow video, right? For some cameras, you enable your microphones on the camera such that as you record video, you're also recording audio. All right. If you want to use that, if you want this particular video source to come with its audio, you enable or you turn on your audio follow video. All right. But personally, I don't use that. I use my dedicated sound for my mixer because I feel, not that I feel, I know it's usually cleaner, neater, it's finer, it's a better sound when you have dedicated audio coming from your mixer, right? Because on the mixer, the audio mixer, you can do a lot of tweaking, you can do a lot of adjustments to what you want. So I don't usually use my AFVs, but just for knowledge's sake, just for those who use, AFV stands for audio follow video. That is the audio that comes with the video recording on the camera from the camera microphone. All right, that's for these buttons if you want to use them, but like I said, I don't use them. All right, now coming to this other end, you see we have cut, we have auto. The last video we recorded with or about the Atem Mini, we explained a lot about cut and auto. We said they are both transition buttons, all right, transition control buttons, all right. While cut is for sharp transition, that jump cut transition, auto is for cross dissolve smooth transition, okay. And we said you can time your auto transition to be 0.5 seconds, 1 second, 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds. In fact, the Atem switcher allows you to time whatever you want. All right, but the Atem Mini is more restrictive. It allows you just 0.5, 1.0, 1.5, and 2.0 seconds. But the Atem switcher allows you to time it to your particular taste. All right. On top of that, on top of the cut and auto button, we have the MP1, MP2. All right. MP1 simply stands for Media Player 1. MP2 stands for Media Player 2. All right. The Atem switcher, like I said, allows you to put live graphics on your video. Okay. Now, these live graphics are brought into the switcher, into the video through the MP1 and 2 controls. All right. MP1 allows you for one extra media graphics, another extra media graphics, whatever you want to use them to do. All right. So MP1, MP2 stands for Media Player 1, Media Player 2. Disk Mix, Fade to Black, FTP. We talked about it yesterday. All right. Now, coming to this other end of the switcher, just like we talked about, just like we explained in the Atem Mini, the Atem switcher also allows you to do a lot of tweaking. All right. You can first of all go into the menu. Whatever you want to adjust, you go into the menu, you set with your knob, you make adjustments, and like that. Okay. Now back to the main use of the switcher for video mixing. Like we explained when we're talking about the Atem Mini, the particular camera or the particular video source that is live is usually emits red light, while the one that is preview usually emits green light. Okay, so we're going to turn our Atem Mini on so you can see what we mean. All right. So our Atem Mini is on. All right. When you plug in your Atem Mini, you have this revving sound as if it's a car that's about to start. That boom sound usually gives me creeps. All right, but I like it anyway. So as you can see, we don't have any sources plugged in, but the red light is turned on source 1. So if we had videos coming in and we're shooting, we're recording, camera source 1 or camera 1 or source 1 would be on the program view, okay? To be on the program view because it's the one on red. If you press 2, you see, like I said, 2 automatically is green, which means 2 will be preview, okay? Cut and auto are highlighted because those are the next things that would work. If I click on cut, you see that it transits to camera 2. Camera 2 becomes live, camera 1 or source 1 becomes preview. I can choose to make source 7 preview. It means that whenever, if I click any of the transition buttons, the red light goes to 7, which makes 7 live, and then 2 become preview. Let's try that and see. See that because it's a transition, it's a smooth crossover transition. It took some time, like we explained when we were talking about the mini in our previous video, right? So basically that's how you do that. Like I said, AFV, you can use AFV, which is audio follow video, okay? Audio follow video. If I want camera 1 to come with its microphone audio, I simply do that. Audio follow video, turn it on, okay? If I don't want, I turn it off, all right? Just like that, okay? Because I usually use dedicated sound, I don't turn it on. I don't use it like I explained earlier on, okay? Now, let us go to the menu a little. If you can see, just a minute, let me try to bring that close to you. The preview screen on the Atem Switcher allows us to do a lot of control. First, when you click in your program menu, the first thing that comes out is the program source. Which am I using as my program source? Remember I told you, the camera that is, the source that has red light is usually program. Alright, it's the one that is going out as the program, while the one on green is the one on preview. Now, like I said, like I did, I turned it to camera 7, hence the program out is telling you it's camera 7. You see? That's camera 7. If I turn it to transit back to camera 1, it adjusts and tells you camera 1 ticked as the program source. Alright? Then if you want to go to the next control, simply turn the knob. That's it. Preview source. It's now telling you, like I explained earlier on, the camera that is the source that is emitting green light is the preview source, right? Now because 7 is the one emitting green light, it's telling you the preview source is camera 7, right? If you can see, I already named them because those are the kind of cameras I use, or those are my cameras I use. It's a Sony camera, JVC, Panasonic camera. That's why they're already named. You can do that on your Atem Switcher software, Switcher control software, right? You can actually name each particular camera, so it displays on your multi-view screen, so you know this is camera, this is Sony camera, this is Panasonic camera, this is JVC camera, this is BlackMagic Awesome Mini camera, or whichever camera you're using. That's one of the beauty of the Atem Switcher. It allows you to name your particular camera. This is like a great advancement on digital video mixing. All right, let's continue. Okay, let's go on to the next. Color generators. Like I did tell you, the Atem Switcher allows you to do a lot of color control. All right, a lot of color control. Personally, I don't really explore that. Okay, I don't really explore that. But with your Atem Switcher, you can actually do a lot. Your hue, saturation, luminance, you can make adjustments on all that. Okay, on to the next. Upstream key. You have, as you can see there, your key is off air right now. Okay, now this Atem Switcher, just like the Atem Mini and other video mixers, mostly digital video mixers, allow you to use chroma key and different kinds of keys. Okay, the most common is chroma key, and that's why I always talk about chroma key, right? Chroma key is that green screen key, that blue screen key that allows you to remove or change your background, allows you to do a lot of effects on your videos. All right, so the BlackMagic Design Atem Switcher allows you to do key functions. All right, luma key, chroma key, fill source. Fill source is on the control, on the whole 8 control. Remember I told you there are 8 sources. All right, on which of this source do you want to put the green screen? Do you want to do or achieve the green screen effect? Is it on camera 1, source 1? Is it on source 2? Is it on source 8? Because I have not configured it to any camera, it's on black. Okay, I can simply set, scroll down to fill source, enter, and choose a camera. See that, right? I can choose, if I choose this, it means that the green screen effect, if it is a chroma key, or the blue screen effect, if it's a chroma key I want to use, will be from source 1. That graphics I want to put on my video, that I want you to hover around or do whatever on my video, will be coming from source 1. Personally, I use a system, so I output from my HDMI on my system into HDMI 1, that is camera 1, source 1, into my switcher, and then I do graphics on that system. On a green screen on that system, I use you can use whatever software you want to do that. Okay, there's Easy Worship, there's Pro Presenter. I've used Easy Worship some time ago. Presently, I use Pro Presenter. Right, so you can do your green screen effect or your graphics on your green screen on that system. I'll put it in camera 1, choose camera 1, and then it's whatever graphics it is that you've done on that system will be on your video. All right, so Atem Switcher allows you to do that. We're talking of chroma key, there's loaner key. I told you that all the keys, all right? There are different things to this great machine here, all right? But because of time, we can't really actually go into all of them. But like we always tell you, if you have a problem, if you have a question, if you have a suggestion, if you have a comment, please use the comment section, all right? Try to reach us and we'll get back to you as soon as possible, right? So let's continue. Okay, we're talking about keys. Let's continue. Okay, we're done with key. Next to the upstream key on the BlackMagic Design Atem Switcher is the transition. All right, you can see, like the Atem Mini I told you, you can see the actually transition designs written or drawn on a couple of buttons, but this is not so. You get to do the effect on the control, all right, on the control, which of course can be done on the software control as well in your system, all right, but we're using the switcher itself because we don't have it connected to a system right now. All right, now when you come down here and you can set again and choose the kind of effect you want, transition effect you want. I use mix. You can use deep, you can use wipe, you can use DVE, or whichever you choose. Okay, you can see that there are various or different transition effects there. Like I said, I use deep. All right, so you come back up, you can also alter the rate, alter the timing. I told you there's 0.5, there's 1.0, 1.5, whichever you want, all right? I use 1.0 and that's why it's 1.0. You can choose to use whatever you want, okay? You can use 10, you can use 50, it doesn't matter, all right? I use 1.0, that's what I like. That's for your auto control anyway, for your auto, not for the cut, all right? So you can use whatever you want, all right? You want to go back, you press your transition, your menu, and then you go downstream key. You can do whatever you want to do there. Downstream key 2. Media players, like I told you, media players allows you to put in graphics or external videos into your video you're mixing, all right? So whichever you want to use or whatever you want to use for each media, you can set the particular one, all right? Audio mixer. Remember we said that we have external sources, all right, and we can use audio follow video, AFV, all right, for sound sources. I use external mixer, and that's why you see that, of course I use external mixer, that's why you see that these settings are all set to 0, because I don't want audio coming from my particular from my video sources, all right? I use a dedicated audio from my audio mixer. That's why they've all been turned to 0. If I want to use audio follow video, AFV, I want to use the volume for my cameras, the microphone for my cameras, the audio coming from the microphone for my cameras. All I need to do is to come down, choose the particular camera I want its audio. If it is source 1, go to source 1 and turn on the volume, all right? I can turn it on 12 decibels, the highest, right? But because I said I use dedicated line-in audio, I don't use AFV, audio follow video, that's why they're all set to 0. Okay, so you can adjust as you want, all right? Next, headphones. I told you we have headphones, we have mouthpiece ports both on the switcher, so you can also do the tweaking there. You can control them, all right? Down settings again. This is a general settings page where you can adjust video format, AFV. Let's just look at them. Okay, switching mode, program and preview. That's the two I want to be seeing here. That's why it's like that. I can choose to make it camera 1, camera 2, camera 5, camera 6, camera 7, camera 8. No, I want program and preview. That's what I have here. Okay, Video format 1080i by 50. That's what I use. That's the standard. You can use 720. You can use whatever you want. Okay, anything you want. It's your choice. All right. AV, it's normal. Audio, analog audio input, audio channels, HDMI cam, and all that. You can make whatever control tweaks you want to do. Okay. Program sources. Black is default. Black screen. There's camera 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For the 8 input sources I told you, 4 HDMI, 4 SDIs. Alright? Auxiliary sources, it's also there. Color generators, I told you you can do some adjustments on your colors. Back, up, upstream key, and up and about like that. Okay? So basically those are the things you can adjust on your switcher using the device itself. Alright, let's turn back our video. So guys, that's it. Your BlackMagic Design Atem Switcher. Alright, as you can see from the little we've explained, it's a great video mixer, video switcher. Alright, it's and another beautiful thing about BlackMagic products is that there are constant developments and as such software upgrade. Alright, to allow you to do better, to fix errors. Basically there's no error presently, okay, but it allows you to even do better, gives you more options or control options. Alright, this software improvements and developments and updates. Okay, so that's it. BlackMagic Design Atem Switcher. So running through again in summary, the BlackMagic Design Atem Switcher has 8 ports, input ports, 4 HDMI, 4 SDI. It has 4 SDI outputs. It has an SDI multi-view output and an HDMI multi-view output. It has an SDI program output. It has line in for audio. It also allows AFV, audio follow video. It has a network port that allows you to connect to a router and then broadcast the IP wirelessly for as many systems or control systems as you want to be connected to it. Alright, you can also use a switch, a network switch, to connect via cable to different systems that allows you to do simultaneously different things on this great video mixing device, BlackMagic Design Atem Switcher. So remember, if you've got any question, to use the comment section and send your questions. If you've got suggestions, we welcome suggestions. Anything you have to tell us, please feel free to use the comment section. Okay? So please remember to like and subscribe to our channel and click the button or the bell button so you can get a notification whenever we update new videos. Alright, we're going to be bringing crazy interesting videos for you on everything techie. Alright, now someone told me that he's having problems connecting his decoder, that is a satellite television, to all the televisions in his house. He doesn't want to have it just in the living room. He wants it in all the rooms as well, and he cannot run cables like that. If there's a way he can do that wirelessly, and that's what we're going to be doing in the next video. All right, so we're going to dive off the BlackMagic Design line for a minute or for a moment to attend to that question before we'll come back. If we can lay our hands on the BlackMagic awesome mini camera, 4K camera, maybe, just maybe, we're not promising, but maybe that's what we're going to talk about next. So until then, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel, click the bell for notifications, drop your questions and suggestions, and we'll get back to you. All right, till next time, thank you for watching. Stay blessed. Bye bye.